So live from Oracle Park in San Francisco, California, the Hollywood Avengers visit the San Francisco Giants. On the mound for the Giants, Mike Minor making his 19th start of the season. His record is 5-8 with an 8.42 earned run average. Ooh, ugly ERA. Leading off for the Avengers is Spider-Man, also known Tom Holland. 376, 12 homers, 60 RBIs. Leading all vote getters for second baseman in the National League. Steps up to lead off the game. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game. Fastball outside, ball one. San Fran Giants are one game over 500, good for fourth place in the National League West.
First base, 605.
Again, misses outside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to Holland. Misses inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Hitters count. No, check that. Will he swing on 3-0? No, he will not, because I don't swing on 3-0. Take a pitch, take a pitch. Right down the middle. Good afternoon, my friend. Well, good morning to you, Mr. Outlander. I know that you're visiting from the West Coast. What's noon for me is 9 a.m. in the morning for you. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike to Tommy Holland. We are in the top of the first, no score. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for Spider-Man. Getting this game off on the right foot. Here's the replay. It's a ground ball with eyes up the middle. Next up, he can do this all day. Chris Evans, 309 batting average. He is in second place amongst all vote getters in the National League for the catcher position in the All-Star game, which will happen in 2 games. That's a line drive headed towards the left center field gap. It's going to be first and second. He cuts it off. Tony Gwynn does quickly. 2 runners on, nobody out. Threat here in the top of the first. Next up, Robert Downey Jr., also known as Iron Man in the MCU, hitting 277 on the season. And that's a ground ball through. It's runner rounds third and heads home. It's an RBI single for the Iron Man. And the MCU takes an early 1-0 lead before even a single out has been recorded. 3 straight hits to start the ballgame against Mike Minor. Next up, Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, hitting 341, a team-high 22 homers and 79 runs batted in. 2 on, nobody out, top of the first, already a 1-0 lead for the MCU. Here comes the pitch. A little late on the fastball, fouls it off, strike 1. In his last 6 games, Ruffalo has been scalding hot, hitting over 500 on this short stretch. Outside count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Larry Bullard is the home plate umpire calling balls and strikes. I have no idea if that's a real person or not. Don't really care. Checks his swing, pitches low, count is no. He swung according to the home plate umpire. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guess he went too far. So 2 on for Ruffalo. Here comes the pitch. And that's a line drive base hit to center field. Rounding third and heading home is Chris Evans. It's an RBI single for the Hulk smash. And the MCU now leads 2-0 here in the top of the first. Oh my goodness. Here's the replay. I need to show the difficulty level. People are going to think I'm playing on rookie. So we go to options, gameplay. All-Star is the hitting difficulty. And pitching difficulty is at All-Star. So, next up, the late great Chadwick Boseman, hitting 351 on the season. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And it's a slow bouncer. Pitcher to second for 1, back to first. Not in time. It is a fielder's choice out at second. First out of the ballgame. Runners will move to third, so it's first and third with 1 away here on the top of the first. Robert Downey Jr. is at third. Next up is Drax the Destroyer, Dave Bautista, hitting .324 on the season. Dave plays Drax from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Here comes the pitch. Fastball outside, ball one. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Count is 1 ball and no strikes on Bautista. Low 2-0. And he jams and pops it up in the infield. Jimmy Fox, the first baseman, makes the catch. He does not get the run home, so fails to get the runner home from third with less than 2 outs. Starting lineup for the Avengers: Tom Holland's at second, Chris Evans is the catcher, Robert Downey Jr. is at first, Mark Ruffalo is the DH, Chadwick Boseman's at third, Dave Bautista's in right, Don Cheadle's in center, Idris Elba's in left, and batting ninth and playing shortstop today is Clark Gregg. Don Cheadle, 307, 9 homers, 50 runs batted in. 2 on, 2 out. 2 runs have already crossed the plate. Here comes the pitch. Fastball outside, ball one. Don Cheadle's a switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Mike Minor. Inside corner, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Don Cheadle plays James Rhodes in the MCU, War Machine, from the Iron Man franchise. Little late, fouls it up first base line, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners on first and third, 2 down. Here comes the pitch. And that's a line drive, 2-out hit for Don Cheadle. An RBI single, and it's 3-0 MCU. Clutch 2-out hit. RBI number 51 on the season.
Number 63.
Just lined it into left center field. Next up, Hemdahl, Idris Elba, 268, 7 homers, 36 RBIs. Hemdahl from the Thor franchise. Runners at first and second, 2 down. And he lines it the other way for a base hit. Runner will hold. Strong throw to the plate. It'll be bases loaded. Station to station. Mike has been. So, the number 9 hitter, Clark Gregg, 219, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. He's got the bases loaded. Fastball high, ball 1. Clark Gregg plays Phil Coulson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He is the agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. that works with Nick Fury. And that is a line base hit. RBI single for Phil Coulson, 4-0 MCU. It has been, the floodgates are just open. Even Phil Coulson gets an RBI single, you know you didn't eat your Wheaties that morning. Just a bloop to right field over the head of the second baseman. So the lineup turns over. Tom Holland singled in this to start this inning. And he hits a line drive to the third baseman, but it's caught. Chipper Jones finally retires the side, but the Avengers score 4 times. After half inning of play, it's the Avengers 4, San Francisco Giants coming to bat. This is Avengers Baseball.